calling you a radical. So all hands on deck, all hands. Now, I'll go slow, and this is historic and important. Now listen to me in Texas. You got that phony piece of shit, Alex Jones. So Alex Jones takes on Fukushima, he uses it as a political weapon. The only reason he took it on was his hatred for Obama. He's nothing but a political operative. He's a paid fucking CIA political operative. So he's out again today on the Chinese for the first time in almost 5 years. Alex Jones dropped the whole Fukushima. You can look it up. It's out there. There's 2 different videos. People call mutually exclusive of each other, calling Alex Jones, saying, why do you not have Kevin Blanch on your show? Well, Kevin Blanch is an activist. And then he says he's an activist when he goes through. So now he's using the anti-nuclear movement, the thing, as a weapon. The only reason he's taking this on in China now is because Bo Biden, it's probably fine to, you know, fuck Bo Biden. He's a piece, or excuse me, not Bo, my bad, Bo. Love you, Bo. Hunter, the piece of dog shit. You know, my brother's a piece of dog shit. Bo Biden was a great guy. He was in Iraq. He was murdered by the nuclear industry. So I got brain cancer. Fucking, his dad don't care. Hunter Biden's a piece of dog shit. But Alex Jones, the far right, refused to take on Fukushima, any anti-nuclear move. They were all over it till the day their Lord and Savior, Trump. As soon as that, not a peep, not a word. Trump was the most pro-nuclear fucking piece of shit president in the history of this country. Even more than Barry Antoinette Obama. Even more than Biden, the piece of shit. Not a word then. So, doesn't Alex Jones live in Texas? This is important historic stuff. You know, he used it for all the wrong reasons. To sell you bunkers. To sell you water filters. To sell you Patriot Supply. That's all it was. You know, it's unbelievable. When it's so real, the Fukushima dynamic, all these fuckers ran from it. So, Comanche Peak, this is important because this is the panty painter fucking lies. Was not even reported till yesterday, actually not even till this morning. There was a fire at Comanche Peak, the nuclear reactor in Texas. Now stay with me, this is historic important stuff. Comanche Peak, right now, it's 100 and, right before I turn this on, what the fuck is this over? What the fuck are they doing there? Let's get, that's a military helicopter out here? Fuck is the military fucking industrially psychos doing? Right before I walked out here, it's fucking 7 o'clock at night. I take it back, it's 8 o'clock at night, it's still 100 degrees. In Utah, in August, it's 103 in June. Never happened. It's unheard of. It's sort of all again predicted by Kevin Blanch. Stay with me for you in Texas. Comanche Peak, remember last winter? They didn't use, Comanche Peak was offline. Now stay with me on the grid. Stay with me. Comanche Peak has spent fuel pools even more than Sinanofe. They have so many spent fuel pools just piled on, swimming pool on, was never set up for it. They have literally multiple spent fuel pools stacked on with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds of fucking old cores that are fucking active cores. They have to stay cool. In this heat in Texas right now, Comanche uses more energy to keep those spent fuel pools right now. So the rolling blackouts are caused by Comanche, not because Comanche's offline. All the power is going to Comanche to keep the spent fuel pools cool. This winter, when they had the fucking big frost and the reactors didn't work, they were sucking up energy from natural gas, from wind. Texas has a lot of wind power. They use a lot of wind. All the wind power, the nuclear industry caused people to freeze to death. Not only did the reactors not work, they were sucking power to keep the spent fuel pools from freezing. Can you imagine spent fuel pools? Now, it's being reported in China now that this was a heat on the Western Zirconium's right there. Western Zirconium's right here. That's who makes the fucking zirconium rods. So they're trained, this gas is coming from the zirconium rods. I can tell you, I am the world's foremost expert, and I can tell you that is a total fucking lie. The zirconium fucking rod has zero to do with the fucking enhanced fucking centrifuge spun uranium. Zero. Zero. The rod, if it gets hot, is getting hot from inside the exchange, not from the core. That's what they are. They're about this tall. They're bundled about this big. They're about this tall. They're going to bring me some. What's his name said he could steal some out there. You know, I don't want some new ones. He's supposed to bring me a whole couple bundles. By the way, they have nuclear waste out there. They lie. They mock fuel used to out there. So they're saying now in China, now stay with me, this is important. The gas came from off of fucking the heating of the fucking rods. Bullshit, it's a fucking lie. Now listen to me, this is important. These SMRs of all the rage, they're a sham. Bill Gates should be fucking strung up right. Bill Gates is public enemy #1, this freak. Why is Melina Gates fucking, that creep, meeting with fucking Biden? Well, that's the fucking freak show. You know, Obama, fucking Trump, Biden, the fucking three-headed pro-nuclear freak show snakes. Fucking scum. Stay with me. The SMR has been fucked around with since the 50s. Idaho National Lab blew up in 1958, blew up in 1961, killed people off the scene. Santa Susana. I've been screaming about Santa Susana my whole life. In Los Angeles. Rocketdyne, Boeing. Worst nuclear disaster in U.S. history? Yes. Well, Fukushima. Fukushima's in Japan. Oh, really? Breaking news, breaking news. Jet stream moves left to right. Breaking news, fish swim. Fukushima's the greatest fucking event in human history. Oh, it's all coincidence. Bo, dead tide pulls your feet. Salmon fucking. By the way, the salmon numbers are fucking horrific. All acute collapse. I talked to Tim Martin today. He says there's 226 in the rogue for the year. The Umpqua, I think, has 186. You know, the Copper River's not even gillnating. They're still running almost as low as last year, which is fucking down from 3 million to 400,000. So, now stay with me. I am the world's foremost expert. So this SMR, which I've been fighting this technology, is nothing new. It's just fucking taking the same pig, putting lipstick on this little pig and condense it. Because of Price Anderson, they get all the money up front. New scale, the Mormon church here, Utah's funding it in Idaho. So they're all the rage. It's free money. This reactor in China is the first nuclear reactor with this new, hotter, more condensed fucking spun uranium. Now, uranium 238 comes from natural earth, lightning strikes for millions of years. It takes a field as big as this to get one thing. Now, what do they do with it? Now, they're going to do it in Pinkerton, Ohio now. Well, they've been doing it in Russia. They've been doing it in China. And yes, Hunter Biden did fucking help fucking sponsor this. He belongs in a fucking prison cell. Just like Trump does. Manafort, Flynn, Hunter Biden, all roads lead right to the nuclear energy crime syndicate in the Ukraine, which is irony. Chernobyl, Chernobyl, Chernobyl. So this reactor is the very first one in history to use this technology. Arriva, those fucking criminality fuckers, who already ripped off $30 billion of Savannah River, Georgia, fucking on the Mox Fuel fairy tale fucking revitrification that never worked in, well, South Carolina. Ripped off, I mean, even the DOE says they build them for 38 fucking, or excuse me, for 78% when it was 28%. Just to the tune of 30 billion. So, they fired it up in 2018. My whistleblowers came to me and I says, hey, this thing's fucking in fucking trouble. The first time they fired it up, and I put a video up, and one of my really radical, great, intense ones that get all the attention that do so well used to. You know, I know what I'm doing as far as the communication, holding retention, flipping my cam, my intensity. It worked. I was kicking their ass. It was on the front page of Reddit. They sure the fuck don't get it. Google just takes it down. I've never had a copy strike in the history of my YouTube site, 8,000 videos. Never. I follow all the rules. Just took it down. So this thing, the only reason we know is because Anonymous leaked this to somebody at CNN. They leaked it to a bunch of media. And the only person, a guy inside CNN, he'll get fired and he'll be reality winnered at least. Maybe even Julian Assange, or maybe he'll get hung by, maybe he'll get Aaron Swartz, Obama. And so, somebody inside CNN in the middle of the night put it into the domain. So CNN's had to go with it. So it's called the Downwinder law. So what it is, activists have this in place. It's international law. If there's an accident, they have to send all downwind, jet stream moves left to right, breaking news, fish swim, to all governments. And by law in the United States, the government is supposed to tell their sheep. Dugway right there, remember in 1968 when that reporter climbed out in his fucking hands right there and fucking got the picture of the nerve gas leaking? Right there, that's right there. Now, they're fucking, the sheep are getting it again. So, they sent the letter. Jennifer Graham Holm, who's a pro-nuker, just like Rick Perry, pro-nuker Texas, said on the letter, Biden's fucking meeting with these fucking other, including the Queen, not a peep. That's against the law. That plume came over to the U.S. That's why that letter sent out, so you can fucking alert the people. Everybody says, where's Radnet? Google Radnet. RADNET.com. I mean, do I need to, your wife? Pathetic. So, it's the very first one. All it is taking lipstick on this fucking big nuclear reactor and condensing this stronger, hotter, more intense fucking power into a fucking little piglet. So fucking dangerous. The big ones can't handle it. So when they centrifuge it, now the NRC, the Nuclear Reactor Cheerleaders, has approved it in Pinkerton, Ohio. The same fuel. So it's been this new so-called same fuel, but it ain't new. It's really new. Been working since 2001. This reactor that has had a meltdown in China was supposed to be online in 2008. They were supposed to have hundreds of them on. They sucked up all the money. By the way, it'll be China that'll end up hanging these French fuckers and the United States Westinghouse fucks. I mean, China's fucking the ones that are going to deal with these fuckers. The U.S. ain't going to. Fucking U.S. Ask Gina McCarthy, the climate czar, pro-nuclear. Ask Lisa Jackson, pro-nuclear. Ask Scotty Pruitt, pro-fucking-nuclear. Ask Trump, pro-nuclear. Ask Obama, pro-nuclear. Ask Biden. Ask Hunter Biden. Ask fucking Flynn. Ask Manafort. All roads lead to this. But you sheep fucking just have to use it as a political weapon. I'm Alex Jones. So Comanche, well, let me stay with this first. The SMR. So, this is important, historic. Now listen to me. In 2019, August 8th, there was some kind of accident that happened on the White Sea. Now, we got reported all over that it was Putin using a missile that is fueled by nuclear. That's exactly what it was, by nuclear energy. Which nuclear weapons and nuclear, when you see ICANN, we're okay with nuclear energy, but not the bomb. They're one and the same. They're fucking fools. The international community has banned all nuclear weapons. Well, nuclear energy is weapons. So Putin, this is such an historic thing on the White Sea. They got reported that 8 lead top nuclear physicists in all of Russia were killed that day. It blew up. I don't even think it was a rocket they were launching it. I don't believe so. I think it was the same thing. This SMR, they were firing it up, showing going to show Putin how well it blew to smithereens. It killed the top 8 nuclear physicists in all of Russia. Now, it was reported all over America, made a weapon. Well, we started to pick up in Sweden and Norway the fucking tritium tracer. There's many fucking elements that only come from a fucking nuclear fucking MOX fuel exchange. The uranium-238, they put it in a centrifuge process. So what is that? So they take it, all this uranium, they gas it, they spin it centrifugally. The atom's so fast and the gas starts to separate it, they crash together and the atom fucking splits. Well, there's a byproduct for that. It releases off all kinds of other shit, including plutonium. Now, what's factored in Fukushima is plutonium. So they found a way to do this. It takes just as much uranium, but to compact it hotter and hotter, just like, well, they say they did. Just like the MOX fuel, the revitrification, which is all a fucking lie. It's always been a lie. Einstein said in 1953, you've taken this technology as far as you could fucking take it, period. And which he knew. He was right the whole time. Hell of a way to boil a planet. So, this is so historic. Back this up. 8/8/2019, it blew up. We picked up that training that came from a nuclear reactor, an SMR, small modular reactor. Now, new scale from hell, Utah, I fought him. Nobody fought him hard here in the inception. So, that's exactly the technology they're using on this new reactor, experimental reactor, and all these fucking freaks are fucking diving in funding in China. And you're going to believe, oh, it's a leak. Don't you love how the fucking language, just like Comanche did it. Well, the grid's down because Comanche went offline. No. Comanche's fucking, oh, these reactors take more energy to fucking work than they produce because of the spent fuel that was supposed to be in Yucca Mountain. Fucking by law, do you know you as a taxpayer paying Comanche Peak? You're paying San Onofre, you're paying Diablo Canyon, you're paying every one of these fucking, and they're not public utilities. Bill Gates owns it. Bill Gates, that's why I think he secretly owns so many of these reactors. He's a freak. You know, that's the kind of people that own these. They're not public utilities. So you're paying, the United States taxpayer pays a fine to every one of these fucking, there was 104, we're clear down to fucking 80. But even the closed ones, you're still paying the fine to them. Because by law, Congress passed a law that this waste would go into Yucca Mountain. Yucca Mountain will never happen. I mean, we have WIP. WIP in fucking New Mexico, they've expanded WIP since it caught fire. I'm the guy that reported it caught fire and blew up. They said it was a soldier when they picked up the plutonium in the dishes 5 times. They're shoving so much waste in there a fucking day while you're in shiny ballism. Fucking still fighting, fucking living in the pre-Fukushima era. Comanche, your rolling blackouts, is sucking, you know how much fucking power? There's 5 reactors in Texas. You know how much power they're sucking right now, here, right now, to keep their spent fuel pools cool? Oh, they're sucking so much power out of the wind, out of the natural gas. They're off. They're always off. It's the same in California. Diablo Canyon is sucking all kinds of your... It's real simple. Texas is good at it. Texas and California are the leaders in alternative energy. Fucking sun. But the federal level states like Utah, Idaho block it from being sold back into the grid. They'll tell you straight up it's not fair to the gas industry. It's not fair to the nuclear industry. In Utah, they charge you $17,000 fee to put solar on your house. To fucking subsidize the nuclear industry, the coal industry. We don't even have nuclear reactors here yet. Well, we won't. It's a sham. So these SMRs, this one that's fucking experimental, has blown up. It's in, you're going to believe China. State-run media, which is Fox News, Alex Jones, his alternative is worse than even them. I mean, he's using it as a weapon. I mean, CNN is pissed, I can guarantee you, this whistleblower got it out. Anonymous ain't so anonymous. By the way, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a vlogger, I'm not a guy who just sits around and spin doctors you guys are all on your knees in love with. I'm an activist. I'm the real fucking deal, buddy. You don't even know. You have no clue. I live in abject poverty, which is outrageous. I got to raise a couple $1,000, quick like, but I just keep doing the fucking work. I really don't give a fuck. I was given 2 months to live 10 years ago. So, Comanche Peak had a fire. What the fuck? Stay with me. This is important historic stuff. That wasn't reported. The Comanche Peak had a fire. Another fucking, what the fuck? What is this? So the Comanche Peak, they report it. How convenient. They report it now that it's offline so they can blame the fucking rolling blackouts on the fire. Bullshit. It's a fucking lie. These nuclear reactors cost young children their lives in Texas this morning. Froze to death in their houses. Because they're sucking up your wind. Texas does fantastic work with fucking wind, even though they have to fight the likes of Rick Perry. Isn't fucking Alex Jones from Texas? In his own trial, they said, because he's getting his ass suit off, he'll be fucking done here soon. He's got so much litigation hanging over his fucking head. He said in his own trial, well, I lost my mind and I went mentally ill. Psycho. He said it in his own trial. Then you're going to go storm the Capitol for Trump? I mean, I'm all for fucking strong activism, but for fucking Trump? Why did you fight fucking... Yeah, by the way... God, get out the big guns. By the way, if Trump would have mentioned the Fukushima disaster one fucking time, he would still be president. It was handed to him on a silver platter. He could have went after Biden and fucking Obama like that. Fucking people would have went, what? Started fucking watching Kevin Blanch and they would go, oh! But no, he betrayed the fucking countercultural movement, just like fucking Bush betrayed the Republican Party. Fucking Obama betrayed the left harder than any fucking rat in history. Fuck, he lost 12 Senate seats. He lost 13 fucking governorships. He lost 947 fucking legislative fucking. He lost 67 congressional. He's the greatest fucking neocon, fucking globalist, fucking wannabe imperialist, fucking corporatist in history. Second, well, neck and neck, it's a fucking three-way dead heat. Biden's a piece of shit. I never voted for him, but I sure the fuck, nobody voted for him. They voted against fuckhead Trump. I was glad Trump was gone, but I hate Biden. Fuck, he's a fucking fool. His own son gets white phosphorus. I mean, good son, bad son. Hunter Biden's a piece of fuck that should fucking be locked up. Psycho fucking drug addict fucking freak, just like Flynn, just like Manafort, just like all those fucking freaks. They're all in the Ukraine. Annika died of fucking leukemia. My mate, she's from the Ukraine. Fuck. I know it's a long video, but it's important. So, Comanche Peak, how convenient. They report the fire now, and then they'll tell you that that's the reason for the rolling blackouts. Read my fucking lips. George Bush wasn't from Texas, or was he? Yeah, he was afraid of horses, the fucking president of fucking Texas said. I mean, old Texas. Mexico. This was Mexico when the Mormons got right here. Well, they'd map makers screw it. These reactors right now are taking tremendous amounts of fucking energy out of the grid to keep their spent fuel pools fucking cool. Those spent fuel pools fucking heat up, that's worse than a meltdown. So, they're fucking liars. The answer? Oh, it's wind. It's solar. San Diego fucking Chula Vista, where all this started. I'll be in Monterey fucking doing my tide pool jump the 23rd. Gotta raise $2,000. So, hotel, it's got to be done because there's shit all over the internet, and I want to see what's in the best tide pool, you know, compare and contrast, because there's a lot of reports coming out, this, that, the other thing, and I'll get to the bottom of it. California's producing 200% more solar a day they can use. Texas is too. Texas is producing unbelievable amounts of wind power. Politicians like the Mormon Church, Utah, Nevada. It was in Nevada. Remember when you were selling back your power and making all that money in Nevada? Who blocked that? It was a Mormon legislator from Elko who sponsored the bill to block it. It's still blocked. You can't sell back in. They're blocking it from coming to the grid. California's producing 200% more solar a day they can use. But they can't put, you have to New York at the speed of light from right here in Utah. And you don't think we have enough heat and fucking, I mean, my God. The sun does nothing but shine all over the western United States every day, all day. Nothing. But they won't let it in the grid. It's hard to capitalize the sun. It's hard to make money off fucking Mother Nature. You know, they'll put a fucking wind... I mean, they already have put a tax on the air you breathe. Well, fucking, they're poisoning you. Fucking Comanche Peak. Fuck STP. Stop Teachers Pregnancy. Fuck. They're sucking so much fucking energy in Texas right now. All over the fucking California, too. Diablo Canyon's sucking energy out the yin-yang to keep those fucking spent fuel pools cool. TikTok. China, on the zirconium rods? I don't think so. It's an SMR. And now that Pinkerton, Ohio, I went back to my city. And my city was gone. Oh. There's a good AG there. I might guess she's going to sue the fuck out of them. And get ready in Ohio, because it'll blow up. And they approved it yesterday, NRC. So this exact technology that blew up in Russia and killed the 8 lead nuclear physicists, the exact technology, which is being funded by a bunch of fucking United States fucking freaks who will do... I mean... Think about Hunter Biden. Beau Biden died from exactly this. They splayed depleted uranium all over their own men in Fallujah. He was one. I sit with him. I sit at the VA. I did for years and years and years, and I'll get back at that soon. You wouldn't believe how many of these guys are coming home from Iraq and die of brain cancer. It's stunning fucking. But this is the sociopath. Kamala Harris's mom worked at Livermore. She fucking died of fucking cancer. She don't seem to give a fuck. Beau fucking Biden, oh, I love my son. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, my dad, I watched him load in the body bag. I watched him load Annika. You know, I fight back. I have respect for the ones. I'm going to fight for the people, my loved ones that they killed. How about Mike Lee? I catch him sneaking fucking nuclear waste in the energy solution dump site, and then 2 years later, he tells me, well, you know, Kevin, I just found out my dad was his dad died, I think, at like 48 years old. Downwinder. He admits it. He admits it. We just found out. Look up the video. We just found out my dad's a downwinder. Okay. Yeah, you're supporting fucking nuclear waste in these SMR. These disrespectful motherfuckers. Comanche Peak's got a fire. Okay, whoa. How come that wasn't in the media? I mean, I thought Alex Jones lived in Texas. Doesn't meet his political narrative. There's the problem. This country's fucking red left. I was talking to this woman about Black Lives Matters today, and I said, well, that really evolved out of Ogden, Utah, the Matthew Stewart fucking killing and the fucking Danielle Willard, Kevin Blanche. I mean, I get no credit for nothing. So, anyway. It's the exact technology that blew up on the White Sea on 8/8. I call that, I'm the guy that named it the 8/8 Russian disaster, White Sea disaster. Isn't it an irony? This one happened on 6/6. So we got 8/8 and 6/6. Now 8/6, isn't that August 6th? Isn't that Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Yeah, it flew out right there. You know, look at it hanging right there. Huh. I've done so much work out there. I mean, the body of work I've got is academia's a total fucking fraud. Fuck them. Weber State, I'm going to sue the fuck out of them. I'm going to sue. I mean, I need a good attorney, but fucking Alex Jones is going to use it as a weapon. Wouldn't report one peep about fucking nuclearism, fucking why Trump was in fucking office. Not one. He's a political fucking operative, which is sickening. I mean, it's sickening, and these people think they're activists. They think, I mean, you have podcast. What's this guy that everybody's on? He's interviewed this woman on from North Korea who says, what's his name? And everybody's all gung-ho. I love this guy. I've had several people tell me. I says, he's a panty painter talk show horse. They just fuck those guys. Fuck them all. What do? Radio Gaga, fucking put people on, just regurgitate this fucking incredible narrative. They don't do anything about it. They don't do anything about it. They don't fight back. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Play back the tape, Your Honor. The greatest PhD in human fucking history. I am the world's most foremost expert on all this. Bar none. Try me. They won't interview. They don't touch me, which blows my mind. I mean, Jason just called me from Montana. And I says, yeah, they're fucking trying to nuke you, Montana. The Marquis Law in 1978, the Montana Pass, was so historic that no nuclear was ever built here was going to the vote of the people. Why the fuck would Montana overturn that? I mean, because they hate their own people. Of all places, Montana. I mean, what the fuck? Rocky Mountain High. This ain't Colorado. Unfucking real. He says, God, I've been watching some of your old videos. Oh my God, talk about a story. Yeah. I mean, people are selling stuff digitally. How about my Fukushima video? How about so many that fucking, those videos should be worth fucking, and I don't even have a car. I mean, my old beat up car, you've seen it. Holy fuck. I don't know how I do this. But thank you everybody who has funded this historic work. The fight goes on. You know, someday they'll take the brakes off me. Someday somebody somewhere is going to say, whoa, what about this guy? Whoa. Whoa, he predicted every bit of all of this. You know, he fights back. I was given 2 months to live almost 10 years ago. With AML, de novo non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Didn't have a bone marrow transplant. I was too sick. Sent home to die with Hodgkin's. I was sent home with Hodgkin's. Fucking open heart surgery fucking couple years ago. Gallbladder ruptured. Losing my teeth. The survival rate of what I have is less. Well, my doctor says me and one other guy's the only ones he knows on earth. Fight back. Stand tuned.